I wanted to be a singer growing up.
Growing up, I always wanted to be a baseball player.
I wanted to be a veterinarian.
I legitimately remember saying, famous.
My family was completely against it.
You have to have the mindset that you want to be better than the next person.
And this is Wannabe.
My name is Nick Wright, and my gamer tag is Theywantthenick, and this is Wannabe. When I wanted to grow up, nothing really stuck to me. You know, I wasn't the kid that wanted to be a firefighter. I wasn't the kid that wanted to be a policeman or go to the moon. The only passion I had was in video games. So growing up, I always wanted to be a pro player. I wanted to be a contender. You know, I've always been competitive in everything I did. Some people have looked at it as like a problem. I've gotten a lot of backlash from it. I've always said to anybody that questioned me that it was passion. There's a very fine line between being competitive or over-competitive and having passion. And I've always looked at my competitiveness as just passion. What drove me to be so competitive, honestly, I'm a sore loser. I just, it doesn't feel good. People say it's just a game, but it's not just a game for most people. Or for me, it's not just a game, you know? It's my life. I've put so much time into it, I've put so much effort into it, and I want to succeed. I remember the first game, the first day, I can picture it. I was 8 years old. My dad actually didn't want me to play Call of Duty because he said it was violent. So I used to sit there for hours and watch him play video games. He was all right. He wasn't anything crazy. He played a free-for-all. So I remember the first time he ever let me play, it was a MW2 Terminal, and I got 4th place. I just wanted to see my name, or I guess it was his name. I wanted to see his name across the top 3. Free-for-all, it always showed the top 3 places. Sadly, I didn't get that for him. I was 8, man. I tried my best. I wouldn't necessarily say my dad was the one that got me into video games. He might have helped with the gateway to it, because obviously as a kid I had no money. Him and my mother, they bought me my first Xbox. The one thing we did play together all the time was Madden. Before I really got into gaming, I played football for the competitiveness, but it just wasn't the same feeling that I wanted. So I played basketball, football, soccer. I continued to play because I enjoyed the feeling of winning. We had a good team, and I'm not gonna lie, it made my dad happy. Gaming is my life, and it's the only thing I've ever felt passionate towards. I've done modeling, I've done acting, I've been in musicals, nothing compared. I'll never forget it. Old Black Ops 2 S&D, game chat. You had to play in game chat. As your teammates dropped, the voices went away. I'll never forget it, 6v6, hijacked S&D. All my friends dropped and it was dead silence. I had a ballista and a cap 40, and that was the first time I ever got my first 1v6. And the moment slowed down. It's like you finally clutch it down into the 1v1 situation, time stops, everything slows down for you. There's no other feeling like it. I've slowly transitioned over to content creation. I still would love to compete and be a pro player, but until that comes out, I focused on content creation.
Not like this, you don't have to do this, you don't have to do this, you don't have to do this. I'm on my last hook, man.
I wanted the fame that came with being a popular Twitch streamer or YouTuber or content creator. But now that I've matured a little bit and grown up, it's without a doubt the #1 goal I have is to make people smile. I want to give people a reason to enjoy video games, to play video games, to want to get better, to want to compete. That's my goal.